Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. I'm Kyle Heyer here for SimTV, and we're back for this second round tonight for the SCRS Super RallyCross West Series. And we had a little bit of issues earlier this evening with the heat format, so we're back using iRacing's default heat racing format. So we have 4 guys here tonight, and hopefully a couple more join in, but until then, it'll just be 4 guys. Andrew Mickey, Finney Daytona, Brian Sohn, Jimmy Fisher. Of course, Daytona and Sohn, the ones that are battling for both the East and overall championship, with Kurt Crum being a threat in the West Series, but he's not here tonight, so I see Finney Daytona and extending his lead there. So as you see, the qualifying times are beginning to jump on the board. There's Finney Daytona again, in some pretty solid command over Andrew Mickey for the time being. Here comes Ryan Hunt in the number 5 joining the session here in the last minute, so hopefully he can jump in. Get us a couple more contestants in this race. So 5-minute qualifier, couple heats, and we'll go racing here at Daytona International Speedway for the second time tonight. Hopefully everything will go a little bit smoother than it did before, and I expect that it will. So this should be a little bit shorter than the previous broadcast, and I hope it goes as smoothly as some of our other broadcasts from this in the past. Now Brian Sohn jumps up to, well, and just as I say that, Andrew Mickey goes back to P2, 0.4 of a second behind Daytona. So Daytona still got a pretty decent lead, but obviously that advantage dwindling just a little bit. I see Mickey hitting the wall there, but Daytona in that number 94 Red Bull Subaru. Let's ride on board with him for a lap. There serving a slowdown for cutting that first chicane. That's such a tricky corner to get these cars rotated, and they're not very responsive on the dirt. You kind of have to point them, stab the brakes, and then stab the throttle to get them to do anything. And it looks like Dacuna's going to give up for now. Or head right back out on the track if that was him, and indeed it is. Jimmy Fisher also back out here and crashed in the last feature race for the last event, but back out here again, giving it another shot. Good to see him back out here. Ryan Hunt and Justin Bolton jumping in here. I wonder if that's the same Justin Bolton that is in the Peak Antifreeze series. Not sure. I'm gonna go check on that in the meantime. So while these guys are finishing up their qualifier, minute and 30 seconds left. Again, we have only 2 rounds left after this in this series. So we're getting down to it in the championship battle, so if Daytona gets too much farther ahead of Brian Sohn, it's really going to be a struggle to get back in the business. And it looks like indeed it is Justin Bolton here in the number 6 car, is NASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series driver. So welcome to Bolton in that Subaru tonight. We'll run through his stats here. Got him pulled up. 74.54 oval I rating. A 2200 road license, a 1500 dirt oval, so obviously not as crazy good here as he is in oval, and a 2000 dirt oval license from Mooresville, North Carolina, and also a late model driver by the looks of it. So excited to have a special guest here tonight in that number 6 car. As we work our way towards the end of qualifying, Finney Daytona is going to sit on pole here again unless Bolton goes to the top. And he will not, but he will be in front of Brian Sohn. So we're done qualifying now, and we're going to get ready to grid for our first of 2 heats. So Daytona is gridded. As it looks like everybody is gridded for this. So when the red lights go on, we'll be waiting for the green to go racing here for 5 laps here at Daytona International Speedway. The red lights are on, and now green flag is in the air here at Daytona. Down towards turn 1. It's going to be a fight 3 wide. Daytona on the inside. Ryan Hunt in the middle, and Andrew Mickey on the outside. Bolton gets shoved a little bit wide by Mickey as we head towards the first chicane. Look at Bolton right on the tailpipe of the 94 of Daytona. But Daytona pulls away just a little bit. And Andrew Mickey slides through, but he's going to cut the course, and Bolton's out. Bolton is out of the race. Andrew Mickey's through. I got to see what happened to Bolton, so we're gonna just go to replay real quick, just find out exactly. Oh, a horrible crash, up and over, and contact from Andrew Mickey sends him towards the inside and flips up and over, and that is definitely total. It looks like the 4 of Jimmy Fisher caught the worst end of that deal, other than Bolton, who is now in the pits with crash damage. So a familiar sight up front. That's the 94 Daytona and that Red Bull Subaru out up front by the commanding lead. 3 seconds back, you'll find Ryan Hunt in that number 5. That car is pretty dinged up, but here comes Andrew Mickey in the SCRS Bombshell Motorsports Fiesta. And then Jimmy Fisher hanging on, but here comes Brian Sohn. And obviously not the start that Brian Sohn wanted to see. He wanted the rest of these guys to wreck out, and he wanted to be up in front. But here he is in 5th. He's been struggling here for speed this week, and he's going to fall farther down the overall championship standings, and obviously wasn't much of a threat in the West Series points. But in the overall championship, this will hurt him if he doesn't get up there and battle with Daytona in the feature here tonight. Meanwhile, up front, 1.5 seconds last time by. Ryan Hunt was quicker. Pull up our Joker information here, and that's because Ryan Hunt took one of his Jokers. Andrew Mickey has already taken both, and Brian Sohn has taken one. So Daytona still got both tricks up his sleeve, and now it's a 2-second gap back to the number 5. Looking out the rear trunk of the number 94. 2.6 seconds now is going to avoid the Joker this time as well. So he's going to have to take both of his Jokers on the final 2 laps, saving them for the end. Now it's 2.8 back to Ryan Hunt. Another 6 seconds back to the 86 of Mickey. And Brian Sohn is about 5 seconds behind Mickey. And if he really gets his speed together here and completes his second Joker lap very quickly, he might actually have a shot to get up and pass Andrew Mickey. But he's gonna have to work real hard for it. Out up front still, Daytona now a 4-second gap, continues to lead. Ryan Hunt's looks like he's got some pretty severe damage on that 5 car, so I don't expect him to be wheeling that thing as if it's handling very well. So Mickey, of course, a little bit of contact earlier with Justin Bolton, who's still with us, hasn't left the session. And Brian Sohn and Jimmy Fisher battling here for 4th. White flag is in the air for the leader, but we're not going to leave this just yet. Both these guys taking their Joker now. Sohn in front. Oh, Fisher brings it in tight, but has to slide out a little bit wide on the exit. We'll tuck it in nice and tidy here for the jump. Up and over, but out up front, nothing but Daytona. He's been unstoppable here at Daytona. Lots of practice this guy's had here around here, and he's definitely making it look easy. Not a scratch on that car once again, and this is how you're going to win a championship. So Daytona brings it home. Checkered flag is in the air, and Finney Daytona wins this first heat. Ryan Hunt's going to bring it home in 2nd. Andrew Mickey 3rd. And Brian Sohn, if he hangs on, will be in 4th, with Jimmy Fisher bringing up the rear of the lead lap cars in 5th. The first heat is over, and we're going to get ready to go for the next one here. We might just skip right to the feature, and we are. So the feature race is coming up right now here on SimTV. We are going to grid up everybody and go for 10 laps around here. Of course, Finney Daytona on the pole, looking very strong. 6 drivers on the grid. Red lights are going to be on here in just a second. There they are, waiting for the green. Green flag in the air here at Daytona, and they launch off the start-finish line. Oh, Bolton really aggressive on the outside, 3 wide heading down into the first corner. He's going to overtake several of them around the outside. And can he get up to Daytona? Andrew Mickey and Bolton had a little bit of contact last time. Will there be some bumpers of displeasure? Nope, they're going to keep it nice and tidy. So Bolton's going to settle into third. Will he move Mickey to get up there to Finian? Because this is really the only shot Bolton's got to get up there. Of course, Finian Daytona has been so dominant here. But here's the battle for second. Contact! Mickey's going to get pushed wide. Bolton struggling for grip. Can he put the power down? Oh, Bolton slides wide. Mickey goes for a joker. Bolton swings back to the left. Mickey's going to come out side by side with Daytona. Will they both get through here okay? They do. Mickey very respectful of the leader there. But had to back off. Wasn't able to be as aggressive into that chicane as he would have liked. Meanwhile, behind him, Brian Sohn is sitting there in fourth, waiting for these guys to make a mistake. It's right on board with Bolton. Mickey's close to Daytona. If he takes another joker, he can get in front of him. But then what do? It's a strategic game, and Daytona likes to play it from the offensive position. Meanwhile, Jimmy Fisher and Ryan Hunt are battling back here. This is for fifth. Whoa, just pulls in front of him. And Mickey takes his second joker. He's playing the strategy game. Gets out in front of Daytona. Now it's going to slow Daytona down and maybe bring Bolton into this mix. So how aggressive is Finian going to be? He doesn't have to be. He's got both of his jokers left. But he is going to be slowed down significantly by that number 86 out in front. He's going to pull it wide. Can he tuck it in tight? Do the over-under on the corner exit. Can't quite get the power down. And that number 6 of Bolton is just lurking behind. Will Daytona take a strategic advantage here? No. Mickey goes defensive, but he's going to slide wide. And here comes Daytona right back to the inside. Bolton's taking his joker. Oh, Daytona slams on the brakes to avoid contact. Great move there. Oh, Mickey gets pushed wide. Mickey's going to have to cut the course. Bolton's slow. Side by side for second. But Mickey's got to serve a slowdown, and that's going to leave Daytona in second place behind Bolton. A great move by Bolton, seeing that he was able to take advantage of that gap, the gap subtraction that Andrew Mickey did for that leader of Finian Daytona. But now, what does Finian do? As Jimmy Fisher is struggling back here in 6th, but out up front, the action's too good to pull away. Justin Bolton now leading. Will he go for a second joker? He does. He's going to try to get a big advantage. Dacuna's going to stay on the track, run it nice and wide on the exit. There's your joker information for you. Bolton's taken both. Dacuna's taken none. But Dacuna's still less than a second behind. So I would say Finian's got the strategic advantage now. But Bolton's got that track position. And that's really hard to overcome if you can't get it done on the joker. So I expect with 6 laps to go here, Finian will probably track down that number 6. Kind of gauge and see how quick he's going to be before he pulls that move on that joker. Meanwhile, behind here, Brian Sohn and Ryan Hunt are in a deep battle here for 4th. Will any of these guys take a joker? They both will. It looks like Ryan Hunt's going to leapfrog Andrew Mickey as well as Brian Sohn. Now out of front, gap is 0.8 of a second. Now can Daytona get himself back up here? He's got probably about 6 seconds worth of joker in his up his sleeve now, but when is he going to take it is the question. He's usually very conservative, waits till the end to make the move by gauging his opponent's strategy here. He stays out this time. Mickey and Sohn battling for 4th now. Up and over the jump. Mickey had to get out of it a little bit, not to rear end the 0-3. The battle for the lead is on, and Daytona gets in deep. Will he give him the bumper? Not that time. showing a lot of restraint in that number 94 machine. Gonna take a joker. Is it gonna be enough? It will be a huge gap for Daytona. Now he's got a big strategic advantage because he still has a joker left to take, and Bolton is all out. But Bolton's got to beat him fair and square. And Finian's got a shortcut left. As does Jimmy Fisher. Just a well thought out race by Daytona. And his best lap time is actually slower than that of Justin Bolton. So Bolton's got the pace, but he's unable to really make it work in the race conditions here, as we see Daytona pulling away just a little bit, 0.8 of a second now. Still a joker lap left to go, coming now to 2 laps to go. Meanwhile, everyone else behind him is sorted out. This is the closest battle on the track. Bolton's gonna have to get really creative. He's in the wall. Bolton's hit the tire barriers, and that eventually, I think it's gonna be the end of his chances to go get Daytona. So Finian gifted. I don't want to say he hasn't worked for it, but that definitely helped because he doesn't have to even worry about Bolton throwing a Hail Mary, and he's gonna be able to cruise home here as long as he keeps it on course. Again, not a scratch on that Subaru. Again, for Finian, clean races here tonight. Bolton's got to be disappointed in that. He was close enough to taste it. Just maybe a little bit different strategy might have won him that. But still only 2.4 seconds behind, but Daytona has to take his joker now. So unless Bolton beats Finian by about 6 seconds on this lap, I don't think it's going to happen. A well thought out race by that of the number 94, the Sim Motorsports crew, for that number 94 car. I know Bolton isn't, his main forte isn't Rallycross, but he's not going to be able to catch the number 94 of Finian Daytona. Daytona wins the SCRS Super Rallycross Series, the West race here tonight, and sweeps both races, and is going to gather himself a huge lead in the point standings. Justin Bolton second, Ryan Hunt popping in here, he's going to take home third. Brian Sohn is going to roll around here in fourth. And Andrew Mickey, with a beat-up Fiesta, is going to roll home in 5th place. Jimmy Fisher now is working his way behind Mickey and will bring up the rear in 6th. So all in all, a fantastic race by the number 94 and the number 6 of Bolton. Just clever strategies by both those drivers, but Daytona's came out on top again tonight. We're going to go to break real quick. We'll be right back with your winner. Welcome back, everyone, to the SCRS Super Rallycross Series. We're here with your winner, Finian D'Cunha, again, sweeping the race here tonight in the East and the West round. Finian, tell me a little bit about that. And battling Justin Bolton, Peak Antifreeze Series driver with a 7,400 oval iRating. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I didn't realize that he was a peak antifreeze driver until you told me after the race. So I was just racing him like a normal dude, and I could see how he's like really fast because he actually ran a lap time faster than me. But yeah, it was definitely interesting, especially with Andrew as well. Just an interesting race, us duking it out, and it was really close at times.
Yeah, so again, your championship points lead is going to be enormous after tonight, especially with Brian Stone struggling a little bit towards the end of this one. Finishing P4, not bad, but definitely not up with you. So we're looking. We got a couple more rounds left to go, but are you feeling pretty safe at this point?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty safe so far. As long as I just finish the races in a decent position, not necessarily win it. I think I got a good shot at the championship.
All right, well, congratulations on sweeping yet again here, Finian. An excellent performance by you, and one of our own here at Sim TV for driving for Sim Motorsports here tonight. So congrats on that win, and good luck in the next round. All right, and where'd you finish, Andrew? There he is, 5th place.
I have no idea.
5th place he finished. Andrew Mickey, a little bit of argy-bargy there in that first heat with Justin Bolton, but you had a couple strategies working in the early going in the feature race, but ended up not working out. So tell us a little bit about how that happened.
Yeah, it seemed like it was gonna work a little bit, but then I think on my second Joker, when I saw a Subaru nose fall behind, and Finian mentioned like, "Oh crap." So I was like, okay, so he's going to let me go. And then I realized I hit the other Subaru that was in the race. And yeah, that's how that went. And my car was a little damaged from that.
Yeah, a little steering damage, definitely not a whole lot of fun. But again, you had the pace here tonight. But is it just a strategic thing that you got to get over? Because you've been quick, but the finishing hasn't really been there for you. So what's your plan the last couple rounds to get that car in victory lane?
I'm pretty decent at the next couple of tracks, so I think should be able to get hopefully more out of the car, and hopefully take the fight to Finian for at least a win.
All right, well, thanks for talking to us, Andrew. Good luck in the next round, and good luck to all of you guys. We'll be back in a little bit. I'm just going to head back and mute myself from the Discord chat here, so see you guys in a couple minutes. Yeah, so we are just finishing out this event here tonight. We want to thank everybody for being with us through thick and thin, and that early one didn't go as smoothly as we would have liked, but we're going to be back
So Kurt's
at the end of the...
Yeah, he's traveling.
Oh, he's traveling.
Oops, sorry about that. We're going to be back here at the end of the season here in just a couple weeks, and on Sunday we have SCRS IndyCar racing, and then 3 Wide the week after that, so we got a couple interesting things coming up here on Sim TV. So thanks for watching, being with us. We'll be back later this week on Sunday night. Thanks for watching.